Well, you know how we do things here, guys. Devil's advocate. So we'll let Noranis try to have her own propaganda. And wow, and she's like, this is the best yet. Wait for it. It will be the best. It will destroy the Scientology and liberate humanitas. Let us hear her garble on.
So one thing that all of us who have escaped Lafayette Ronald's, death machine, the one thing we all in common get asked is, why can't you guys just get along? Why is there always conflict? Why don't you support this foundation or this foundation? Or like, what's the deal with that? So let's picture it this way in something that everybody can understand, okay? Let's say that instead of Lafayette Ronald, we were dealing with Nexium, okay? Keith Raniere, that whole ball of wax, also big celebrity following, okay? Stick with me here. So let's say that some of the, former members of Nexium decided after they have left, they want to do something. They form a foundation called the Vow Foundation. Catchy name, ride that wave of the television show that came out, won awards and, got a lot of recognition. But instead of starting this foundation in a very altruistic way to sort of like right the wrongs of the past and just help the people who have left or want to leave, they don't staff it with those kind of people, right? Like with counselors and people who have served on boards before. No. They get married couples who were all the former high-ranking officials in Nexium, like the ones who did the branding in the miniature sex cult, making sure people don't escape and all of that. Yeah, those guys. They're the head of that foundation. And, it seems, and they get like a celebrity kind of to like pump it up for them, that wasn't, they were just being used their whole life as a celebrity to promote it. So now, one of the founding members of the Vow Foundation found out that, he grew up in the Vow. What does he know?
All right. Well, first of all, really, Nora needs to. I mean, okay, and I've been criticized for my own titles, but if you say analogy, I don't think she knows what that. I mean, this is just the problem with Nora. She's dumb. It's not a ad hominem. She's literally very dumb. So if you're going to propose analogies, maybe look up what the word analogy means, right? Let's keep it real simple. For instance, in the Republic, Plato does analogies of people to dogs and say, you know how dogs operate? They work like this, they work like this. Well, human beings kind of work like this and work like this. So there's a overlap of one to the other. But Nora just went through her history with Uranus and just threw in Nexium for whatever reason. But it's like, imagine not Nexiums. And they went through this and it was like, that's not really an analogy, right? What she was really doing was an allegory. It wasn't much of an allegory. You're just repeating what you said previous about. So anyway, that was a waste of time. Like, what was the point? Just answer the question. Okay, why are there these splits? And there were splits among ex-Scientologists previously. A lot of it was over ideology, over principle. What people are saying, people are split today because of these really weird, very small personality cults. Nora's among them, right? So she can't just say the truth. Well, I'm part of the problem, right? Why is this? Why is there no unity? Well, Nora's a major part of the problem. And Nora can't say that, so she's stuck. So it's like, let me give you an analogy, which is not an analogy, it's about Nixums and the vow. And it's like, all right, well, you're wasting our time for several minutes. Maybe speed it up a little bit. And someone had the temerity to ask, well, okay, let's just get simple. So the problem was the bad ex-Scientologist. See, Nora's a good ex-Scientologist, but I was oppressed and I was gay and they blah, blah, blah. You joined Aaron in his revenge attempts. Like, what is this weirdo revisionist history? Oh, it's Ronald Lafayette's and his death machino. Blah, 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 blah. No. Elron Death Machine did not do those things. You did, Nora. But let's try to answer the question. So, presumably, the good ex-Scientologists, give them money and power. Oh, okay. So I said, okay, so why didn't the good ex-Scientologists make the foundation? And here is What's Up with Nora, official reaction. You know, Sue, to put something serious like it's actually run properly by qualified people, it takes more than an afternoon and just filing out some paperwork. Right, Nora. It's been several years. more than one afternoon. Why don't you do that? Why can't you do that? You're like, well, you need qualified people. I'm not that person. So you're basically admitting what I just said. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're ignorant. You're not someone we would put in charge of this. Alrighty then. So your complaining comes down to what? Are you the only good ex-Scientologist? There are no other good ex-Scientologists? What do you mean? I don't know. It's just, okay, it's provisionist fantasy football with this woman all the time. It's like, let me tell you about the evil of the Church of Iran. Now, I was in the Church of Iran, so I was one of the high priestesses, but we're going to forget that. How? I don't know. Magics.
You are out. You are. So, of course. Calls it X-Nex. I mean, like, of course. It starts a little network on the YouTubes. It's the X-Nex TV, and just has every board member's bio linked directly to their X-Nex channel because, of course, that's totally normal. Enforcers of Nexium, and the other is headed by the guy they kicked out because he's doing not great things in the now times.
I mean, asking Nora to do conceptual thinking will never work, but it's like, so she's stopping her analogies with, does that answer? You didn't answer the question. The question is, why is there all this infighting? And just went into the history of the Aftermath Foundation and the SBTV Foundation. No, Nora, that's not cause or effect. And we'll put aside, I don't think cause and effect should be applied to human affairs. A lot of problems there. But no, people are asking, why is there all these divisions? Saying, now we have this charity, got no charity, neither charity is goods. Oh, by the way, the thing she's complaining about now, this mistress was working with Aaronis? Nora, you knew that. You knew that at the time that the foundation was being created. And, oh, the foundation basically promoting YouTubers? Yeah, you're angry that it didn't pick you. I mean, I was also pretty surprised. I mean, Aaron pretty much pulled every moron or criminal he could find. He just didn't find a great board. Liz Gale and Serge Del Moro. I mean, what was happening? Was Mussolini and Joe Rogan, they were not available? Donald Trump? So it was just a clown board to begin with. But apparently, Noah was mad. What about me, Aaron? I'm a beautiful gay clown too. No! Go away! I don't need you. I hate Jews. Here's a little money. Shut up and do my propaganda. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. So not best analogy, not a good video. You didn't even answer the question. We still have the question, why are all these divisions? Didn't answer the question. Worthless video. That's Nora in a nutshell.
Because, like Scientology, Nexium is also a criminal organization. And if this were Nexium that we were talking about, not Scientology, would not see the absolute absurdity of the behavior of the head of the X-Nex Foundation and everything he's done since forming that. So.
I just don't even know where to begin with Nora. I mean, really, it's like, I hope this will help for posterity. So the sing-along Fantasy Island rendition is, Nora was always the victim. Yeah, Aaron and Rinder and Muscat, I don't know, guy. I just kept getting victimized. Well, it just kept happening. It was a mystery to me. No, Nora, you've been an active part of this propaganda insanity for years and years and years, but somehow only Aaronis and Rinder, they're the really evil ones. And she puts on some woke paint. They're heterosexual white men. Evil. Yeah, I think if you look at Aaronis, he is a white heterosexual male. You look at Mike Rinder, white heterosexual male, and that's enough for her audience. Yeah, evil the white men and Ronald Lafayette Machino. I've answered the question now. No, you didn't answer Jack. You just did once again your weird revisionism where you're Jesus Christ angel woman and everyone else was stupid and bad. It's amazing how we have this Christ-like Dalai Lama here. It's astonishing. How is she so good? I don't know. Yeah, a miracle happened. She was the good one among the evil. Yeah. I mean, listen, I get it. On a serious note, as we end, I get it. She's had a horrifically bad history. Like when her biography, no one's going to do it, but if they were going to go through it, they're like, wow, this was a really sad, wasted life. But it's her life, and she can't wish that away. So we got to create a fantasy island, and hopefully that fiction will be believed by, well, very slow people. And she's got about 20,000 subscribers, so there you go. There apparently are tens of thousands of people willing to believe the schlop and eat it up and be like, oh, more, Nora, oh, more, I will give you, oh, yes, more, my Deutschen flowers, yes, and yes, and more. And the rest of us are just dumbfounded. Okay, could you just answer the question? It actually is a legit question, but obviously she's one of the guilty parties, so she's not going to answer the question. No, in my humble opinion, I think that's why.